is Fantasy Night with John and Christie. I'm Christie.
And I'm John.
Hey. Welcome to our dining room again, where we sit around and talk about fantasy football, what happened last week and what's going to happen this week. And so let's get started.
All right. First thing I wanted to talk about, there's some trades out there. Y'all take a look at them. Just a couple of different people's. I've got plenty of running backs. I know some of y'all are hurting from running backs. If I did not actually offer you a trade specifically, don't feel left out. Go ahead and make me an offer.
Okay. Well, let's talk about news in the league. Somebody had a DUI.
Yeah, Braylon Edwards got busted for a .16, twice the legal limit. At 5 o'clock this morning. There's a chance that he won't lose any playing time. However, the Jets have said they're going to look at the situation and apply the appropriate level of punishment or disciplinary actions, which right now, in my opinion, the Jets can't be trusted to do a damn thing right.
One.
All right.
Significant injuries. Reggie Bush. I watched that game last night. I watched him get hurt. I think that's going to be a big loss for the Saints.
Yeah, it'll hurt the Saints more than it'll help Pierre Thomas. The Saints use Reggie Bush in a specific way. He's a nice little blanket. Fortunately, the Saints are so powerful they don't have to have him, playing. But yeah, it's still going to help a little bit.
All right. Are you ready to take a look at the games that we played?
Previous week games. Yeah.
Okay. First, we have Mojo defeated by the Freedom Riders.
Oh yeah.
100.3 to 79.
Yeah, Mojo took his second loss, 0-2, and Freedom Riders picked up their first win, so they're 1-1.
You put together a nice lineup.
Freedom Riders? Oh, I was about to say, because Mojo don't have shit to start.
Talk about Freedom Riders. I called that one.
Yeah, okay. So did I. I mean,
I know.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't hard. Okay.
Anyway,
we won't have to discuss
I'm
it.
just saying, Mojo's team, their Crabtree didn't show up. I mean, that's, you'd think more than 3.2, and then Massaquoi, or whatever his name is, he's almost got you 1 point. That just sucks. Almost got him a point. So.
But I'm trying not to be as negative. So, Justin, I'm not going to rag on your team or anything. But, hey, you can start doing ad drops this week. So,
That's right.
You can do 2 every week. Justin, I would use them if I were you.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, we have Shaps over the Lopes, 115.9 to 67.4.
Easy.
He whooped you, Chris.
I picked the Shaps.
Mm-hmm.
You picked.
I said the Cub was going down. I remember uttering those words, and then later on I thought, well, that was really pretty dumb.
Yeah,
I started
it was.
looking at. So, anyway, Chris, maybe I was trying to feed you some good vibes there, but didn't pan out. Sorry about that.
No.
Chaps just looked good all over.
Yeah, they really did. Had a good week. So he's sitting at 2-0 at the top of the division, along with another team I won't mention right yet. And the Lopes dropped to 0-2.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris. All right, why don't you bring up this next game?
The other division leader I wasn't mentioning before,
Yeah.
the Runts versus Twin Terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even need a poll. We knew who was going to win this game. High score.
It was a high score for you.
138.3 to 109.1, which is not shabby, but
No, it was seriously, it wasn't a
respectable.
bad. I did not have a bad start. I had a 80.8 efficiency rating, which isn't bad. It's not great.
what was
It's
my
probably
efficiency
average.
rating?
Your efficiency rating was sitting at 84.6, so you could have done better. Your best score would have been 163.4 points. My best score would have been 135. So.
My 2 running backs got half of my points.
Oh yeah, Runts went 2-0. I dropped to 1-1. So I'm still sitting towards the top part of the division with my point prediction, but not at the top. That's killing me. My perfect season is busted. But you got to face me again.
Got to face you again.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. Not
All right.
scared. This next game was really close.
Alsace Army and Headbangers.
Headbangers. Okay, I went with Headbangers. They got 111.4.
I went with All Stats Army.
114. So, I mean, it came down to last night's game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so close, and anyway, it was one I kept going back to looking to see if All-Stars was going to pull it off or not. They did.
All-Stars Army had a 84% efficiency rating, and Headbangers had an 82.4. So both of them had a good line on their startup. They had
All-Stars Army started the Steelers defense with 45.8 points. I
hell
mean,
of a defense.
you don't get 45.8 points out
You
of
do
defense.
now with 90-yard touchdown runs or whatever the hell it was
Yeah.
for
And,
returns.
yeah, that won it for him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Next game is Cowboys and Ravens Raiders. Cowboys came out on top with 86.5 points, and Ravens Raiders had 78. I chose Cowboys. You chose the Cowboys. Ravens Raiders just, while it's not a horrible team, they do have Tony Romo, and the Cowboys suck. I mean, not.
Ravens Raiders, he has Andre Johnson too.
Oh yeah.
Other than him though, those receivers were very disappointing.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, his running backs.
And he did the run and shoot. You've got to have those guys show up if you're going to do that run and shoot.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have much on the bench. I mean, he did what he had
That's
to.
what you get for picking Tony Romo number 4 overall.
And
God is punishing you.
And we have Gridiron Men, used to be Cammy's Cowboys, and I don't know where to put the emphasis on Gridiron Men. Well, the way he has it is Grid is the first name and Iron Man is the last name, but I always thought Gridiron was a word. I don't know. Gridiron Man.
Iron Man is a word.
I know, but Grid. I know. Whatever. Let's talk. Okay, and he beat the Intimidators. 95
Everybody beats the Intimidators.
95.5 to 64. Well, let me say, I looked at this game, and you can have it on your little computer, but I figured this out in my head, like a woman. If he had started McCoy, Demarius Thomas, Braylon Edwards, and Cooley could have won. He had some bench players that if he had started, he would have won.
If he would have started his best lineup, he could have scored 120 points.
So you had a computer to figure that out. I used my head.
He could have won.
He's got some life to his team, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Gridiron Man had an 80% efficiency rating on his starting lineup, and Intimidators had a 53% efficiency.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's not good. But I'm trying to be positive here.
I know, that's usually me.
Martin, you're not helping me be positive.
Martin, you can add drop now, get your damn self a kicker.
Get you 2 players this week. Get you a kicker, and I think you need a running back too. Well, you still got Ray Rice and just.
Well, he's the one that had Ryan Matthews, which was a scare, but I guess that injury is not really going to be that.
He was taken out of the game,
extensive.
but today they said that he will probably be playing week 3. Yeah.
Wow.
So you need to get you a kicker, obviously, and Antonio Bryant is a free agent, meaning that he doesn't have a team. So get you a kicker and a receiver or something.
He probably knows that.
Yeah, probably so.
All right, let's move on to the games.
Let's hit how we did this week.
Okay.
I know you don't want to discuss it.
No, I did all right. I didn't suck.
You were 4-2 for the week. That brings you to 8-4 for the season.
Okay.
I went 5-1 for the week, and now I'm 9-3 for the season.
I'm gonna have to check those numbers. There may be some.
Only one I missed was my game. If I would have taken against me, I hit them all except for me, and of course I can't pick against myself. So basically, if you want to know who's going to win, listen to my picks.
I think you got my last week's wrong.
I went back to the tape and got them off the tape, as I do every week.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. All right, now let's get to our picks, because I think I'm doing much better, actually. Anyway, Twin Terror, who is 1-1 because, who did he lose to? It would be me.
It was a mistake.
And Freedom Riders, 1-1.
I don't have to say that I'm going for the double T all the way.
Okay, Twin Terror. Oh Lordy, I'm going with Twin Terror just because I want to
win. You want to win.
I want to.
Everybody likes a winner. Wait, I wasn't a winner last week, was I?
No, no, you weren't. But keep that attitude, sweetie.
You got to play me again.
No, I'm not scared.
Okay.
Keep telling me that. Okay.
Next game we're going to take a look at Lopes versus Mojo. Lopes sitting at 0-2. Mojo's sitting at 0-2. Man.
At least somebody's going to have a win.
That's true. Somebody will get their first win this week.
Who do you think it's going to be, babe?
I've got to go with Mojo.
All right. I think you're wrong. I'm going with Lopes.
There we go, thinking again.
I'm going to mark on you.
What's the next game we're looking at?
The Runts and the Shaps.
Nice.
We are both 2-0.
Nice, good game here.
Really, really like the Shaps team, but
Yeah.
guess what? Who's going to win? The Runts.
Let's see.
I'm taking it. I am going to school all of y'all this year.
I'm going to have to go with Runts as well. As much as I would love to go against you on that, I'd have to go
That's who you
against. Sorry,
pick.
Thomas, man.
Well, somebody's going to have to take a loss this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we have Intimidators, who's 0-2, and Headbangers, 0-2. Headbangers are 0-2. I
the
really
team.
go with a great team.
I know. It's the best 0-2 team I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm going with Headbangers.
Headbangers. I'm sorry, but...
Not even just because it's the Intimidators.
But
they have a really good team.
But it is well known that if you want to win, play the Intimidators.
Oh, wow. Anyway, taking Headbangers. All right.
Next game we got Raymond's Raiders 0-2 versus All Stats Army at 2-0. All Stats Army.
Me too. Sorry, Raymond.
I mean, it's not just the records there, but Raymond's Raiders, you got Tony Romo. Let's see. Cowboys are 0-2. Going to Houston this week, they're going to take another loss. They'll be at 0-3 after Houston gets finished with them this week. And you took Tony Romo with the 4th overall pick.
He
God
still can't get over that.
Still punishing you.
I think I hear that every day. He took Tony Romo with the 4th pick.
Yeah.
All right, actually, well, he did. All right. Next game is Cowboys at the Gridiron Man.
It's going to be a good game. 2-0 teams.
This was the toughest call.
This is going to be a good game.
I just, this one is a coin toss to me.
It's a very good game.
And, I chose the Cowboys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Wow. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Gridiron Man. It's a good game, close game. It could go either way. I think it's just a toss-up, so we'll split on that one. We split on another one too, so we'll see how that goes. Only 2 different games.
That's it for Fantasy Night with John and Christie. I'm Christie.
I'm John.
Good night.